the coordinator of climate change in Africa, working with the UN environment, and I wanted to thank all of you for the good work that you are doing. Under the leadership of Simon and the innovative volunteerism actors who are here today, and you, the young ladies who have learned, and you who have fabricated the machines. Just to say thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. Yes, so this one is just opportunity for try to understand how you do enjoy the work, or how you do see the product and where they come out, especially the briquettes, how they be useful for una, and how una they take them up. So what you go like to do is just for before, because I know say una one go, I'll go ask the question them for pidgin English or even for English, but I think most is going to help you translate them. So from the briquettes where una they use them, how they don't help una, and after that we'll go come back ask them for you them how they do them. So I think say yes. If I know say if you don't talk before, say they are good, they are nice, but if you can just explain it again how they are very helpful to your household, that would be amazing. Maybe you translate or una they hear pidgin?
No, let me translate.
Okay.
Briquettes na chakon da ake.
Alhamdulillah mun gode mun ji daɗi. Allah ya sa fa haka. Gaskiya fi sabilillah mun ji daɗin wannan chakon. Saboda don komai ba mun yi amfani da shi mun gani. Mun kuma gode mishi saboda mun sa shi a namu kwarfon namu ba hayaki ba komin za ka iya amfani da shi, za ka iya kashewa saboda gaba zai maka amfani. Kana ɗan girkin ka kaɗan da ka sa shi ba tare da wani abu wanda zai ce a'a ya cinye gabaki daya, a'a ai na sa bare mun amfani kuma ba kai amfani da shi an jima ka kara haka. So Allah ya sa ya fi karfin haka. Allah ya sa likafa ya ci gaba.
Jonathan. Yes, please translate.
She said basically based on experience that she has made use of the briquettes, she said if you use the small quantity, it will enable them to cook for a very while.
That is good. So has this saved them any money?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it has saved them money. In terms of comparing it with charcoal.
Correct.
Yeah, when you use little of briquettes,
yes,
and when you compare to charcoal, you use more charcoal, and that's you spend a lot of money in buying charcoal. But while in briquettes, you use more, and it will serve them better. And she further said that it doesn't smoke, so in that aspect also, it saves their cost from staining.
Excellent, excellent. That is good. So what I want to ask is that now it is good for cooking, it doesn't stain pots and it's saving money. How can they also engage other women so that at least this briquette can now start becoming acceptable, yes, by every household in Nasarawa here, starting from the community? Good.
Okay, shine tambayan da ya ce
kokarin sanar da su da kuma waɗanda sukan iya zuwa gidajenmu su ga lokacin da muna amfani da shi, don wasu ba su san shi ba sai suna tambayan mu wannan wani irin cako ne. Muna gaya musu wannan cako ne sabo da aka fitar da shi ana yi a gonan sarki ba tare da an yi amfani da itace ba, kuma yana da kyau don tukunya baya baki kuma baya hayaki. Sa'annan mun yi amfani da shi zaka ka kashe shi an jima ya bushe ka sake yi amfani da shi kamar yadda kake amfani da sauran cako din. Kuma wasu suna kokarin son su ga sun zo sun yi amfani da shi sun saya. Insha Allah a hakan nan ana tafiya kenan a hankali har zai kai ga inda kowa da kowa zai zo yana amfani da shi.
Yes.
She said having used the briquettes, and they have been creating awareness, even go further, inviting women to come to their house when they are making use of the briquettes.
That is good.
So that they will see the importance of using the briquettes. And then instead of using charcoal, they have been informing others to know. And by God's grace, even though it takes a long time to convince the women, but they have been persisting in informing other women so that they will come and see even when they are using it, so that they will be convinced and see the importance also, so that they will start using it.
Yeah, that is very good. And I think if you heard His Royal Highness said today that it will be good to also have women in cooperatives, so that they can be able to easily uptake these briquettes and also make money, because they are going to be saving from the money they're using on charcoal. Now they'll be using briquettes, so they'll be saving. They can put it in a cooperative, they can take it to assess other things, and that is really the intent of what this work is trying to do, because this is the best fuel to cook. It also saves money. It's an opportunity that is also creating opportunities for the youth, because now they're able to produce this, they'll be able to sell this. So what I want to ask again is that now that you already know how this briquette is working, and you have already used it, and you've said that at least you are already sensitizing people, what I just want to know is, you already have cooperatives? Do you already have cooperatives that you are in, or community groups that you are in? And if so, how do you, we will start engaging you so that at least the team that has been producing briquettes, led by Simon here and the entire Innovative Volunteerism, will start now training. And I think this could be a monthly training where they start to bring all those groups, they start to train them so that they understand what this is really about. Yes, I think so that at least we know that this is something that we can do.
Tambayan na uku shine yana sai san a cikin community anguwan da kuna da wani kungiyoyi da kun kafa a cikin, ko a ce wannan kungiyar mata haka kuna da shi a cikin gari, saboda mun da muna aiki, mun samu lokaci haka za a scheduling lokacin da za a dinga ana haduwa, saboda ku zo sauran matan da ba su iya.
Muna kokarin yin hakan, ba mu riga mun kafa kungiya din ba, amma mun sanar da mata da dama, kuma muna fatan mu hada kungiya din, amma ba mu riga mun kafa kungiya din ba, insha Allah za mu kafa.
Yes.
She said actually they have not yet have a cooperative like group and community here, but they are willing, they are having preparation. That is why they are trying to inform other women so that they'll be convinced, and when they are convinced, then they will now have this cooperative so that it will enhance the use of the briquettes.
Yeah, that is very good to know, and I thank you very much for the efforts, and please continue to do that, because this is going to address issues of pollution so that we don't have breathing problems. It's going to help, more money. It's going to help put more money in more pockets, and at the same time we are going to support in making sure that we continue to produce this briquette. So I want to thank you very much, and please, if you can continuously engage more people, more women, we will really appreciate, because one Nasarawa, every household to start cooking using briquettes. Every household in Nasarawa, so that every state now will start coming to learn from Nasarawa, and every African country will come to see how you have done it here. So count on our support. Thank you very much. So we can take a group photo. We can take a group photo. We can take a group photo.
Started with UNEP officer under the Innovative Volunteerism program, and His Royal Highness the Emir of Nasarawa. So we have been producing briquettes from agricultural waste, trying to substitute charcoal with these briquettes to be used as cooking fuel for households and also for industrial uses.
So how many people have you been working with? And how many of them do you have here today, and do you ask them to introduce themselves?
Okay, I've been working with a lot of youths, both in the Nasarawa Emirate and outside the Nasarawa Emirate. But in the farm here, in Nasarawa here, these are the youths I've been working with.
So can you start, can you introduce your team? Those who are here.
Team, let me start with the ladies. This is it's Laroba, so you say your name.
My name is Laroba Kaura.
Oh, wonderful. Nice to meet you, Laroba. Are you enjoying what you are doing?
Yes, sir.
Have you learned skills?
Yes, sir.
So you can produce briquettes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
And you can dry them, you can do everything with it.
Yes, sir.
So can you say that your life has changed now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
That is good to know.
A round of applause for her.
Halira.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Halira Yakubu.
Oh, wonderful. So have you learned anything new?
Yes.
So you can produce briquettes,
Yes, sir.
and your life, you can say your life has changed for the better.
Yes, sir.
Please, let's clap.
I think Sally.
Shall you introduce yourself?
Sally is not flat today.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. But you have learned how to produce briquettes.
Fine.
Okay, that is good. That's good. That's fine. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, Moses. Nice to meet you. Have you learned anything?
Yeah, very well. I've learned a lot.
So, what can you tell someone who is listening now about what you have learned? Very briefly.
Yeah, I've learned how to make briquettes and solar dryer also. So I want to urge the youth that you shouldn't limit yourself. You give yourself to, you have a great potential in you that you need to learn a lot of things. Just as I have learned the briquette and solar dryer. Basically, I did not study it in school, but I have learned it through the innovative volunteerism. I'm able to achieve this.
Yes, so you are happy.
Yeah, I'm
and
very
you
happy.
think your life has changed for the better.
Of course, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Yes, Bobby, introduce yourself.
My name is Sebastian Peter.
Even those of you, everybody will introduce himself on what you have learned here today. So don't run.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Sebastian Peter.
Then the Bobby, you always miss at the Bobby part. Yeah.
That Bobby is actually the middle name.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Anyway, good. So you have learned something new?
Yes, actually, I've learned a lot.
So do you really think that your life has changed?
A lot.
Excellent.
Positively, yes.
That is good. That is good. Yes. I'm happy to hear that. Just to yes, Kulema, and then after Ibrahim, right?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm an innovative volunteerism actor. I've learned how to make briquettes and fabricate solar dryers. And I would like to urge everyone that they shouldn't limit themselves to whatever they have studied in school, because I'm also a graduate, but through this, I've been able to gain more skills, get more knowledge. And
so what do you think is holding youth not to be like you, not to be like Bobby, not to be like Moses, not to be like Ibrahim, not to be like the wonderful young ladies that I've just introduced here? What can you tell them? Because we are talking here to get a youth to learn something. Sometimes, even though they're going to benefit, they run away. So what would you tell them? You're a teacher. So why I'm asking this question is because you're a teacher. You, instead of saying I'm a teacher, you created time to learn, and you can produce briquettes and you can produce solar dryers. So you could have said, no, why should I? I'm teaching students. I should not. I don't even have the time. So that's why I'm asking you this particular question. Yes.
Okay. The youth shouldn't sit down and just look at the problem. They should become solution providers.
Right.
So as to create awareness, and also at the end of the day, this also helps in impacting the environment positively. And financially, it is also good because it brings more money to our pockets and help us to gain more knowledge and even impact more people that are willing.
Yes, there are people who are saying that, Simon, you are supposed to sometimes say volunteerism is doing something for free. That's the attitude across Africa. It's an attitude across Africa. It's not a Nigerian attitude. It's not a Cameroon attitude. It's not a Kenya. It's an African attitude, and I'm an African. So I say this because that's what I see. Is that I cannot do anything if I'm not seeing value in it. But they forget to know that for you to get something, you need to offer value. So what message can you tell them? I'm digging down because Kulema is a teacher. So, and he is talking as a teacher who has, instead of just teaching, come to learn something, to also to add extra value. So this is really, that's why I'm focusing on you a lot here.
You can also teach.
Correct. Yes, you can also teach. That's a very good. Thank you very much, Chairman. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, the youth need to be willing. In as much as it is called innovative volunteerism, the key word here being to volunteer, it doesn't also mean that there isn't some financial aspect that comes with it.
Correct.
But most importantly is the knowledge that one will gain from it.
Which is money in a way. It's money.
Apart from the money, before being a teacher and apart from what I studied in school, this was never taught to me. But through this medium, personally, I on my own can gather some willing youth and teach them how to fabricate this and introduce them to the market where they will sell the briquettes and even help themselves.
at the end of the day. So this is a good opportunity and a wonderful program that I would encourage everyone to avail themselves to.
Yeah, to everyone watching out there, did you hear it? I'm not the one saying it. They are the ones saying it. They have learned they can produce briquettes, turning waste to briquettes. They can fabricate solar dryers, and they are telling you, learn something that can add value to your life. And innovative volunteerism is your tool. I know, Moses, you did accounting, and please come over here, and you have learned this. So what I want to know is that in the course of making briquettes, what is the most difficult part of making briquettes? Yeah, because somebody will say, that thing is so difficult. It's difficult now. We know if you do not, that thing difficult. It's dirty my hand. I saw chairman here. I mean, I call Simon, who is your leader, chairman. He's really chairman. Of course, it's a joking name, but he's chairman. So I call him chairman. And I saw his hands very dirty, which is true. They say no pain, no gain. Okay. So what I just want to tell you, what will you tell people that is the easiest thing to do in brick and the difficult thing? Or is everything easy? Or is everything difficult?
No, actually, in producing briquettes isn't easy. You just have to sacrifice.
And nothing has to be easy in life, is that correct?
Yeah, that is it. Because nothing good comes easy. So you have to suffer in order to bring out the best in it. So in everything, you have to give in your best.
So if somebody was listening now, he said, so if he was to learn briquettes, I will ask you, chairman, later. I know we want you to crown it off before we conclude. So to learn to produce briquettes, do you need a year to do it? That's what I'm trying to get at. Or you can learn this thing in a week if you are passionate.
Yeah, of course. If you are passionate, a week you can learn it.
Excellent. That is good. Yes, Mr. Simon, right?
Yes,
yes, Simon. You have done. Let me first of all, let's give a clap for Mr. Simon. And I will. So when I came up with the idea of how a machine was going to be made, well, I saw this idea from Uganda. Simon, please just be attentive and sacrifice your time. Chairman, your chair saw this idea from Uganda, and I shared it with. It was an innovative volunteerism who has worked with people there to produce a machine. So I shared it with Simon. Simon said he will look for it. When you pick up the idea, you came out with something that worked. That's why I said I should clap for you, because you did something that is really amazing. But you took your time to learn this and to produce something. So what would you tell people out there who sit sometimes and say, we cannot do technology, but you did it, and all these machines here have been produced by you. So what would you say?
Actually, I'm appreciating God with this fabricating of this briquette machine. This is my first time ever to see something of that nature.
Wow,
When they show me the picture from the beginning,
yes,
I wanted scared, but one thing, there is a word that speaks to me. Mind you that you are a technical man.
Correct.
So I now pick interest. I said, by God's grace, I will surely do this. And I started it, Odosha, I wasn't getting it easy. But before I know, when I started, some knowledge begins to come from nowhere. I did the first one. All the machines that I've fabricated, I've never seen them before, sir. And I see God is helping me. And people that came around, they begin to imagine, they will, as if some of them, it's like they're afraid of what kind of a boy is this?
Wonderful.
So many of them, they do surprise that from where I learned this. And I'm seriously appreciate Simon.
Yeah, you said you appreciate Simon. He is saying he's never done this. So when you brought this, I didn't know you. I said look for a way to do it. You came to him. He did this. So from your own experience, what can you tell others who sometimes give up when they are asked to do something or they are presented something? Say, oh, it's too difficult. I cannot do it. But he did. He's producing briquettes. You actually showed me briquettes that were just produced now. I mean, the compacted machine. What can you say? I mean, why I'm bringing this up is that, you see, the process of climate action solutions is, people may just think briquettes is just the product. No. It's about the waste. It's about the process of carbonizing. It's about drying. It's about all those things. And at the same time, it's about people volunteering their time to learn something to produce. So what can you say? as a chairman?
I think what I can say is everything boils down to passion and willingness to make avail yourself to to open yourself to change and to innovation. When I saw the briquette machine from Uganda, I had no idea how we were going to fabricate this machine. When Mr. Simon here had no idea what briquette is. He's never known of briquettes.
Yes.
Talk less of fabricating a machine that will produce briquettes. And then, but I told him, you can study this, go through it. It always starts with a day. Every machine every machinery we see around, including vehicles and planes, so it started from an idea, and there was trials and errors. So we might fail in producing some, but in the end, we'll get better as we keep going. So he was able to produce the first machine. We put it together and improved from the first machine. The lessons from the first one, we use it to make a more improved version. And going forward, I'm still going to try more improved version as we go. So everything might seem difficult, might seem they cannot work, but once you are ready to face the challenge, once you are open yourself to accepting change, and also you choose to be solution provider, if you attempt it,
things will move.
Things will move.
Things will move. That's Simon Akikayo, the team leader for Innovative Volunteerism Nigeria, and our chairman, as he's fondly called. And this is Mr. Simon Shako.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the innovative fabricator of briquette machines in Nasarawa state in Nigeria. Thank you very much. I would like to ask the ladies, maybe just, I know, do they speak English, right?
Yes, Laraba speaks English.
Yes, come Laraba. Laraba, come. Don't worry, I think you can capture everybody. Stand in the middle here. I want to ask a question.
This is Laraba.
Yeah.
This is
and Mr. Simon, we really appreciate your efforts, and please, and we are glad to have you as part of our team.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, the best is still to come. Yes, you can count on our support.
Sorry.
All of you can count on our support. Yes. Moses, come over. I thought these guys will all be around me. You people don't want me here. You want me to? I hope you are not recording that. Sometimes you will hear that this kind of work to turn waste to briquettes is only for men. So how did you young ladies came into this, and what interested you to be part of this? Please speak in Hausa or in Pidgin English. Just speak. It will be translated.
Yeah, Moses, break it down.
Ya ce ba, tambayan shi ne, inda kin zo kuna aikin menene ya sa kin gan dadin menene ya sa kin zo kina aiki da shi?
Saboda aikin yana da kyau kuma yana taimake mu mata.
He said the most interesting part of why she came here working, it has improved her financially and educationally. She has learned a lot.
Oh, that is wonderful. So what can you tell young people like yourself, ladies, to also come and be part of this team, so that at least they can learn something, because you are a living example of how to retool your skill and start to do something different.
Yanzu da kin zo kina aiki na yana taimakon ki, yana kina ganin yana zaki yi magana da sauran matayen da suna can ba su da aikin yi kuma suna zama. Yana me kina ganin zaki yi a gidan su saboda su zo su ma su koya kuma saboda ya dinga taimakon ki kamar yadda ya taimake ki.
To da fata na dai ina taimako, ina faɗa dai game da yan uwana mata, in suka ga wannan bidiyon ina taimako su ma su zo su nemi aikin nan saboda yana taimake mu mata.
Now she said on her where she's staying at community, she has been trying her best with other ladies that are there, they are not willing, trying to convince them that they should come and learn. This is very important. And it will help in future. So even though it's taking time for them to be convinced. Yes, they will be convinced. Change doesn't happen in a day. Yeah. Keep doing that. This is Laraba. Thank you very much, and thank you. Let's clap for her. Yes. This is Laraba. Good. So, how? I mean, what made you to join this team, and how has it changed your life?
Thank you for this work, because when you are doing the work is helping me. When I was before, now I have go front. Now I invite everybody to come and join this work because it's helping us in life.
Yes,
and
you move forward.
Yes, sir.
Move forward.
Yes, sir. And I pray that this work, by God's grace, it will not stop, to go front. And I invite everybody to come and join the work with us.
Yeah, so what do you tell your fellow, your friend out there where they sit sometime, they know they want to learn something, using things where you don't learn, what do you tell them?
I told them to come and join the work and learn how to do briquettes, because every month is helping everybody as it's helping me. Then I want to help them like that, so that the work will continue and help another person. And make we make they know the cook with charcoal.
Yes, sir.
And start for use these briquettes where they burn faster and they last longer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to now to ask someone here who is not part of this group but who was here today, how interested he has been. Can you say something? If you talk something, wait, you don't learn here today where you did think say some things. Yes, make us start here. Wait, you don't learn. Yes, you introduce yourself.
A gaskiya wannan aikin din mun fara ganin amfanin sa, saboda kuwa idan duba da la'akari da abin da ke faruwa a ƙasa na rashin bishiyoyi da ake sarewa, ake wannan harka, a yi katako, a yi cako da shi ana sai da su, so haka ya sa ga baki ɗayan muhallin mutane ana samun asara. So ta sanadiyan wannan briquette ɗin da aka kawo mun ji daɗi sosai, domin yana taimako. Na farko za ka yi amfani da shi ba tare da.
Can you translate so that I can understand what you are saying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just finish.
So yana amfani da kyau, babu hayaki, ba zai lalata tukunya ba, sannan kuma idan ka kalle shi abun sha'awa ne. Idan ka haɗa shi da ainihin wancan normal charcoal ɗin da muka sani da. So wannan abu ne wanda zaka gani kaman ba abun amfani ne ake yi da su ba, abin da ba amfani da su suka zama na an riga an zubar, ba a bukatan su a waje, su ne ake kwasowa ake wannan abun da shi a mai da shi abu mai amfani. So kaga ko haka an samu ci gaba. Sannan kuma ina kira ga 'yan uwanmu maza da mata waɗanda ba su san da shi ba, ya kamata su san da shi, saboda zai taimake ka da 'yan uwanka da kai kanka. Ba wai an ce ka yi shi sai lallai za ka yi ka sayar ba, a'a za ka yi shi zan saboda ka yi amfani da shi a gidanka zai amfane ka, ba lallai sai ka yi don ka sayar ba. Saboda haka ubangijin Allah ya sa mu kuma da muke yi din, Allah ya sa mu samu wanda za su tallafa mana, su riƙe mu, su taimake mu ta kowane hanya da za mu iya taimakon junanmu, mu taimaki al'umma gabaki ɗaya.
Yes, thank you. Bobby, what did you say?
What he's saying in fact is, initially this is all new to him, but he's beginning to see the importance and the effectiveness of briquettes domestically. And with what he has seen today, given the situation of the country, tree cutting, tree felling, and the negative impact it is having on the environment, if we embrace it, like if the youths get to embrace the use of briquettes domestically, it will reduce the amount of trees that are being chopped down and used for charcoal. And he's also advising the youth to get more involved in this activity, because it is not only going to help them financially, but at home it's going to like help them, because they will have to expose themselves to the dangers of using the normal charcoal and the health hazards it comes with.
Wonderful. Wow. Thank you very much. And you see, Simon, this work is being appreciated to you and your team. This is job well done. I think as now we run up this conversation, I just want to say that at least I'm very impressed with the good work, and always know that big things start small, and it is people who start good things and they take it forward. So your effort in just communicating to a family or to a community about these briquettes, and also showing how they are working, I mean, it's part of the change. You continue to encourage people to take it up. And that is how we can address environmental issues, stop tree felling, ensure that our mothers are not using charcoal, which is destroying their lungs because they inhale the smoke. It's not good for their health because of indoor pollution, which is killing a lot of people. but more they save money because briquettes are cheaper. Now, I just want to give Simon, what do you say to round up now? Given these testimonies we have heard, your team has spoken, we've seen the good work. It's not theory, this is practice. This is practicals here. How did you achieve this? I mean, how did you pull this team together to do this? And what is your last word to anyone listening? And then I will just say the last thing and then we conclude.
Everybody you have seen here came willingly under their own accord.
Good word. Willingly. I like that.
They came willingly under their own accord because of the passion they see in the work we do, and they see that this is practical and it is hands-on. It's not a theory they just hear on radio or TV or something they read on book. This is them engaging themselves and in the process picking a passion and choosing a passion to work passionately to solve environmental problems. So all of us here are all youths. All of us here have a passion. Most of us are skilled in different areas. Most of us have secured degrees in different fields, but we have come together to solve a problem which is a climate change problem. We are looking at opportunities instead of actually facing a problem. We are picking opportunities from here and trying to provide solutions that are very close to us. Solutions that even the rural area.
Something you are looking for opportunities. This word opportunity sometimes looks like a bad word when you are talking to people who love complaining too much. You want to say this opportunity, they chop opportunity. Yeah, but instead it is the opportunity that they put chop for table now. So what do you think say if we do for counter this narrative? Now they chop an opportunity, they complain, you chop the opportunity. How if you answer that question?
I think to every problem there's a solution. As our mentor always tell us, there's disguised, you see problems as disguised opportunities.
Yes.
So
yes,
we tell everybody, instead of seeing it as a problem, you see it as a means of securing or providing.
And by the way, as we are talking, he's just bringing solutions, and opportunities. Anyway, jokes aside, please continue.
Just like you have rightly said, now this is opportunity from value addition of the cassava flour that was used to bake bread and make pastries.
But for those of you who are looking, what Simon Akikayo have said, chairman as I call him, look, they are turning cassava dried in a solar dryer, which is the solar dryer just behind here. As you can see, the solar dryer is here. So they dry cassava using that, and they turn this, they process this into what is called eba foods here. These are young people doing this. They're not waiting for anyone to tell them to do this. So they're doing this, and they're going to market this cassava flour, which is dry to the moisture content level of 12% as recommended by the Standard Organization of Nigeria, and they can fetch a market anywhere. So this is, you can see this, is produced by them. It's dry by them, using solar dryers that have been fabricated by them. So you can do it. There's no excuse. Challenges are disguised opportunity. So I just thought I should bring this up. Simon, continue. And this is an opportunity.
So there are opportunities everywhere. In just the cassava value chain, for instance, we get.
I keep interrupting. Don't worry, Simon. I'm just trying to make the story narrative. He said there are opportunities everywhere. Did I just show you this? And if you are seeing it, this is an opportunity that came out of this flour. Yes. And these are called.
It's called chin chin.
Chin chin. Yes, this is chin chin now.
Yes, sir.
If you have now chin chin this, if you listen, look, now so it is at the top. Very nice. This is chin chin made from cassava.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
So from this cassava, we have those that will make pastries from this same cassava. We have those that will market the flour. And what is supposed to be the waste from the flour is also used to make briquettes.
Yeah, so before you go to waste, it looks like say that opportunity plenty. Now still from cassava they make this one. For those of you who are watching out there, this is, you can see here, these are
they
cakes,
call it
cassava cake.
Cassava cake.
But it has different names. They are cassava cakes. This is a dough nut. Yes, it has different names, and they're very edible. You see, Nyomi, make I eat them again when I see. Very nice now, Nyomi. I beg, make una take one to chop the bone now. Yes, please back to business.
So what we are saying is to avail yourself opportunity. There are disguised opportunities everywhere. So instead of complaining, we create opportunities. We earn a living from our problems. Like Mr. Simon here is fabricating machines. he can be just fabricating machines, and there are other people like Alera, like Moses, who are also making briquettes from the machine he has fabricated. There are those who have baked pastries from the cassava flour. There are those who are marketing the cassava flour. So within us, there are different opportunities where different people are earning a living from. Just key into the structural guidance of innovative volunteerism.
This is made from the flour you guys process.
Yes, sir.
After drying from your own dryer.
Yes.
To be very honest, this is so nice. To be honest.
Thank you.
So this is good. This is good. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. It's really so nice. Thank you, sir. Really so nice. Please, I think just building so that I run up now. You've heard from Simon Akikayo, the chairman, as I call him. You've heard from his team, from Kulema to Mr. Simons to Bobby and to yes, Abubakar. This is Ibrahim, right? To Moses, to Saleo, Sadiq, Adamu, everybody. Please, you've heard from them. I mean, I'm not the one speaking. They're the ones speaking, and we're not here for PR. You are seeing the products, you are seeing the machines, you are seeing the briquettes, you are seeing the solar dryer. Please, this is just a word of thanks to the young people who are not waiting for anybody to do anything for them, but who are taking charge of seeing the challenges that disguise opportunities. And under climate change, which we are seeing from floods to drought, we are going to be the ones to drive transformational climate action solutions. If you can see me, I'm eating a muffin here made from cassava. And as you heard, the cassava peelings are being used to make briquettes, which are reducing charcoal, because charcoal, as you know, is actually affecting not only our mother's life, brothers and sisters, and at the same time across the continent killing 700,000 people. But today, the solutions to address what we hear and see are with us. And the young people, the innovative volunteerism actor, right here in Nasarawa state and across Nigeria are proving that we can turn challenges into opportunities. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah. Good guys, good guys. This was good. This was good. Innovative volunteerism. Innovative volunteerism. Briquettes. 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 Solar dryer. Excellent. Start explain.
Okay, what we have here is a solar dryer. We call this the first conventional solar dryer.
Yeah, just round the clock.
Because this actually is built from the structures that the
So how long did it take? I think when I coordinated through question and answer, it goes fast. So how long did it take to build this solar dryer? So if somebody is watching you from somewhere, say, okay, you build this solar dryer, fine. And then you know the attitude that is there, and now people are interested in the product, they're not interested in the process. So young persons from Togo, from Cameroon, from Kenya, from Zambia say, Simon, I want to build a solar dryer. That's the language, and you get this a lot of times. So how long did it take to build this, and what did it take in a very summarized form? We're sweating.
This took us
Please, the cooler man looks like it's too hot. Please, just go out, You look like you're free. If you cannot withstand it, just go out. But I can stand here for the next 10 hours.
We used about 2 weeks to build this solar dryer because it was the first big solar dryer we were building.
Yeah, but from experience now, just use the current experience.
Yeah, from experience, with readily available material in a week.
Hey, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. So, in your own understanding with your team, Bobby is here, Moses is here, Laraba is here, Halera is here. Have you people been training on how to do solar dryers? Excellent. Now this is good. This is what they call, look, they say leave no one, the sustainable development goals, the SDGs. They say leave no one behind. This is a practical example of leaving no one behind. You can build a solar dryer. It means this is transformation. So what I'm getting to now is that you dry the cassava peels here, you dry the briquettes here. So solar dryer is not just for drying cassava. That's what I want to pass. You can dry anything, and it means that it is a real transformational climate action solution because you dry your food, you also dry fuel. And what is this fuel? It is briquettes. So, and the fuel briquettes replace charcoal, and you produce here cassava flour, the fuel is used to cook that food. So what I'm trying to say is a chain reaction where a solution becomes a solution and a solution. So a triple chain reaction that just happens. So now if I was to say something before we go out, because I can see everybody is sweating here, but all of you are looking, we are sweating, it's hot, it's over 80 degrees. And you can see chairman sweating, so anyway, not a bad thing. So what I just want to say is, what can you tell people who are watching about the data that has come out of here and what did the data do? Because now this policy that I want now. Just a quick one, and then we run.
So the data from our
Bobby is not sweating. Wow, this guy is made out of steel.
The data from our work has also been used to inform policies. We work closely with the Standard Organization and also to
Standard Organization of Nigeria.
Standard Organization of Nigeria. Also, we in partnership with UNEFA Bafosa and the Nasarawa State University, Kefi, they are also taking up the data from our work is feeding into what they do there. And there's a curriculum for climate action entrepreneurship that has been.
And by the way, I'm not interrupting, Chairman. The first ever curriculum on climate action entrepreneurship ever developed by any university that I know of on Earth. And where did that data come from? Produced by Chairman and his team, the innovative volunteerism actors, as you can see them here. Isn't that great? Yay! It's a good one, guys. It's hot. Let's get at it. Yes. This is Richard Munang, and I am here at Nasarawa State. And Nasarawa State, actually in the Emirates of Nasarawa, where the young people have demonstrated the practicality of a climate action solution. And what you're seeing here, as you can look around, this is a solar dryer, 2,000 kg solar dryer that can actually be used to dry food, can be used to also dry cassava peelings, which they are doing, as you can see here. And they're turning these cassava peelings into fuel briquettes. This is something that is very powerful. I'm talking cassava that can produce over 300 products. But for you to do that, you need to learn a skill. These youth have learned a skill, and they're fabricating solar dryers. They're using this solar dryer to dry cassava to produce eba flour. They're using this to dry this waste that you are seeing here to turn it into fuel briquettes. And as you heard already from the young people and from the young ladies, this is how we can drive transformational climate action, addressing sustainable goal 1 on poverty, goal 2 on food security, goal 7 on clean energy, and goal 13 on climate change. And as a result of this, also addressing goal 4 on education, goal 5 and goal 6 and goal 7, and all these together, we can be able to drive transformational climate action. It's me, Richard Munang, reporting from Nasarawa State, the Emirates of Nasarawa, where innovative volunteerism action is taking place and showcasing information and providing data that we're using to inform policy, to drive solutions that are plaguing the world, what we call the triple planetary crisis: climate change, pollution and waste, and biodiversity loss. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Innovative volunteerism. Innovative volunteerism. Briquettes. 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 Solar dryer. Excellent.
Start explain.
Okay, what we have here is a solar dryer. We call this the first conventional solar dryer.
Yeah, just round the clock.
Because this actually is built from the structures are the
So how long did it take? I think when I coordinated through question and answer, it goes fast. So how long did it take to build this solar dryer? So if somebody is watching you from somewhere, say, okay, you build this solar dryer, fine. And then you know the attitude that is there, and now people are interested in the product, they're not interested in the process. So young persons from Togo, from Cameroon, from Kenya, from Zambia say, Simon, I want to build a solar dryer. That's the language, and you get this a lot of times. So how long did it take to build this, and what did it take in a very summarized form? Yes, we're sweating.
This took us
Please, the cooler man looks like it's too hot. Please, just go out, You look like you're free. If you cannot withstand it, just go out. But I can stand here for the next 10 hours.
We used about 2 weeks to build this solar dryer because it was the first big solar dryer we were building.
Yeah, but from experience now, just use the current experience.
Yeah, from experience, with readily available material in a week.
Hey, this is wonderful. So, in your own understanding with your team, Bobby is here, Moses is here, Laraba is here, Halera is here. Have you people been training on how to do solar dryers? Excellent. Now this is good. This is what they call, look, they say leave no one, the sustainable development goals, the SDGs. They say leave no one behind. This is a practical example of leaving no one behind. You can build a solar dryer. It means this is transformation. So what I'm getting to now is that you dry the cassava peels here, you dry the briquettes here. So solar dryer is not just for drying cassava. That's what I want to pass. You can dry anything, and it means that it is a real transformational climate action solution because you dry your food, you also dry fuel. And what is this fuel? It is briquettes. So, and the fuel briquettes replace charcoal, and your food you produce here, cassava flour, the fuel is used to cook that food. So what I'm trying to say is a chain reaction where a solution becomes a solution and a solution. So a triple chain reaction that just happens. So now if I was to say something before we go up, because I can see everybody is sweating here, but all of you are looking, we are sweating, it's hot, it's over 80 degrees. And you can see Chairman sweating. So anyway, not a bad thing. So what I just want to say is, what can you tell people who are watching about the data that has come out of here, and what did the data do? Because now this policy that I want now. Just a quick one, and then we run.
So the data from our...
Bobby is not sweating. Wow, this guy is made out of steel.
The data from our work has also been used to inform policies. We work closely with the Standard Organization and also to...
Standard Organization of Nigeria.
Standard Organization of Nigeria. Also, we in partnership with UNEFA Bafosa and the Nasarawa State University, Kefi, they are also taking up the data from our work is feeding into what they do there. And there's a curriculum for climate action entrepreneurship that has been...
And by the way, I'm not interrupting, Chairman. The first ever curriculum on climate action entrepreneurship ever developed by any university that I know of on Earth. And where did that data come from? Produced by Chairman and his team, the innovative volunteerism actors, as you can see them here. Isn't that great? Yay! It's a good one, guys. It's hot. Let's get at it. Yes. This is Richard Munang, and I am here at Nasarawa State. And Nasarawa State actually in the Emirates of Nasarawa, where the young people have demonstrated the practicality of a climate action solution. And what you're seeing here, as you can look around, this is a solar dryer, 2,000 kg solar dryer that can actually be used to dry food, can be used to also dry cassava peelings, which they are doing, as you can see here. And they're turning these cassava peelings into fuel briquettes. This is something that is very powerful. I'm talking cassava that can produce over 300 products. But for you to do that, you need to learn a skill. This youth have learned a skill, and they're fabricating solar dryers. They're using this solar dryer to dry cassava to produce eba flour. They're using this to dry this waste that you are seeing here to turn it into fuel briquettes. And as you've heard already from the young people and from the young ladies, this is how we can drive transformational climate action, addressing sustainable goal 1 on poverty, goal 2 on food security, goal 7 on clean energy, and goal 13 on climate change. And as a result of this, also addressing goal 4 on education, goal 5 and goal 6 and goal 7, and all these together, we can be able to drive transformational climate action. It's me, Richard Munang, reporting from Nasarawa State, the Emirates of Nasarawa, where innovative volunteerism action is taking place and showcasing information and providing data that we're using to inform policy, to drive solutions that are plaguing the world, what we call the triple planetary crisis: climate change, pollution and waste, and biodiversity loss. Stay tuned.
Everybody here has
and the ladies can do this.
Yes, but anyone.
Gave them the space, and I'm just impressed to see how things have just gone. Yes.
And the briquette, after being produced, being dried also back in the dryer.
So the dryer plays the function of where you start and where you end.
Yes. So this is the briquette.
So just a quick question. There are some food scoops that may not be able to handle this because they are big. So how do they? So do you think that going to the future you may reduce the size, or you will not cut it, or you cut it?
Then we also have a smaller machine that produces the smaller type of,
depending on the needs of the people.
Yes, depending on the needs of the people.
Wonderful. Very impressive. Very impressive. Good work. Good work.
So this is the packaging for the briquettes, the renewable bag.
So this is renewable?
Yes, recyclable.
Recyclable.
Bag, yes.
That is Was it during that time we had flood? Thing we also do is there can be intercropping, and that is really nature-based solution that was demonstrated.
Most of them have been trained. The doctor will engage them, so they also give testimony of how the training has impacted
You are the
them.
MC. You are the MC. Institute of Nigeria is Ibadan. Raising of seedlings, establishments of feminine sample plots in northern Nigeria are for taking to that. This is the baobab, the famous
tree used in the north here for curry soup. Either as fresh, yes, or dried. The leaves can be roasted dried and pounded into powder, and we make it into cake. It's tuwo, whether tuwo is masara, dawa, millet, whatever.
Wonderful. And it's going to grow to be very big.
Very big. Those one you see in the northern part are more than 100 years ago. This thing was started just 3 years ago.
Oh.
So within this structure, so you can now see this is what they started in. This was planted in 2000 and I think
Just 2 years.
Yes.
And they have already grown very.
Yeah, you can see the millennial when they are raising them. Here is a cassia. Different species. This is tamarindus. Because they are branches, little branches. They are harvesting them now. This is
Tectona. And these are acacia.
And many others.
So that you distribute to people who are willing to plant. Oh.
Just 2 years, yeah. And these ones they are overgrown, they should have been transplanted.
Yes.
But we don't have the off-takers. And that's why I said we have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
I've asked many people to come on, particularly the cooker. You remove this leaf now and prepare pounded yam, the soup,
Oh.
dried fish or fresh. This is the
And what is the name of this again?
kuka in Hausa, but baobab.
Oh, baobab, yes.
Baobab tree. But the biological name I can't remember. If the guy were here, maybe we'll meet him in my farm.
Okay.
And, shouldn't have been here now. But because of all of this, that's why they are running. And there is no space now.
This is excellent. I really like the concept.
This is locust bean tree.
Okay.
And it's used for making, you'll see the big ones in the farm when we get to the farm. It's locust bean tree. And it's also another source of soup condiment like maggi.
Oh, Maggi. Just 2 years ago.
Down there.
So this is still part of the.
to those buildings there is possible.
Wonderful.
So this one is their field. I told you this is a farming stool.
Yes.
It was a farming stool from 1965, I think. So I just took over. I told the owner to let us have it for better use.
And it's really amazing that you have different species of trees that...
Look at Malina. Look at eucalyptus.
Yes.
Look at neem trees.
So willing people can come here and take...
This is big. Where the seedlings are. But look at where they are propagated.
Okay.
And we encourage what we call agroforestry.
Yes.
You can see it's one from melon here.
Yes. Intercropping and...
Because we give the space for them. And because they form them, they go upright.
Yes.
And then you can use them for timber. Otherwise it will spread. You can see the forest there. You see, that place used to be the nursery for the local government in the 60s. That place was my old secondary school.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, old secondary school.
Wow.
So we was about 52 years ago.
Wow.
Early 1970.
Very interesting.
It's a concept.
No, this is really
the
great.
nursery.
One day it is...
Even this one was built by the over 1973. So I was on this story about and when that happens, we can now invite women to intervene and support them with the provision of these small machines.
Yes.
For them. That's essentially the message I sent you.
You concluded it, said it so nicely.
Thank you.
Yes, I think it's just to thank them for being the example for others and we should...
Dr. Richard yana muku godiya don ku ne za ku zama abin gwajin dafi ga wa'yansu. Kar ku yarda a ci yaƙi da ku a bar ku da kuturin bawa. Ku da kuka fara zuwa kuka fara fahimtar wannan abu ya kasance ku ne ke kan gaba. In ma an yi ƙungiya ne na cooperative ya kasance tsakaninku ne za ku zaɓi shugabanni da za su jagoranci wannan tafiya. Ina fata mun gane. To Allah ya ba mu sa'a. Allah ya taimaka mana. Allah shi biyan mana.
Ni da farko suna na Fatima Musa, ina zama ne a Obasi nan karshen kwata. Na yi amfani da wannan cakun kwanakin baya, na ji daɗin shi sosai saboda yana da kyau, yana da amfani, baya hayaƙi kuma tukunyanka baya baƙi. Kuma ka sa ɗan kaɗan komai ya kasa zai amfani ka yi aikinka da shi ka gama ba tare da ka samu wani matsala ba. So muna roƙon Allah da ya ba ma wanda ya kawo mana wannan cako ɗin nan iko da ƙarfi ya ci gaba da kawo mana shi, kar aikin ya tsaya saboda mun ji daɗin amfani da shi. Na gode.
Her name is Fatima Musa, and she lives in the neighborhood here, just close to the farm here. This neighborhood is called Oversea in local parlance.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but not your Oversea. And that she has used this briquette before, and she discovered it to be very efficient.
Oh, that's good.
And a little can do the job for you. And it doesn't spoil their pots. The pots remain clean, they don't get blocked. And therefore, they are appreciative of the man who brought this innovation to them. And they are praying also that these should continue because they have seen the use of it and they don't want it to break. That's essentially a testimony.
Wow, wonderful feedback.
Yes.
Wonderful feedback. It will continue. It's here to stay.
So,
yes.
So yana jaddada miki cewa koyi yadda za ku fi a nan gidajen Allah ya yarda. Ko wata mai wani mai wani ko cikin madara.
Gave them the space, and I'm just impressed to see how things have just gone. Yes.
And the briquette, after being dried also back to the dryer.
So the dryer plays the function of where you start and where you end.
Yes. So this is the briquette.
So just a quick question. There are some food scoops that may not be able to handle this because they are big. So how do they? So do you think that going to the fish, or you may reduce the size, or you will not cut it, or you cut it?
Then we also have a smaller machine that produces the smaller package.
Depending on the needs of the fish.
Yes, depending on the needs of the fish.
Wonderful. Very interesting. Very interesting. Good work. Good work.
So this is the packaging for the briquettes, the renewable bag.
So this is renewable?
Yes, recyclable.
Recyclable.
Bag, yes.
That is Was it during that time we had floods? Thing we also do is there can be intercropping. Yeah. And that is really nature-based solution that was demonstrated.
So most of them have been trained. So the doctor will engage them, so they also give testimony of how the training has impacted.
But you are the MC. You are the MC.
personal note now, not through me again.
Wonderful. So you're doing very good work.
Thank you, sir. They are excellent field workers. We keep collaborating.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Before we then package it.
And how long does it take to dry from the dryer? Inside the dryer?
In 8 hours it should be dry.
Okay.
First I want to produce towards evening, we just lock the dryer and the next day we come and remove it.
Okay. Perfect. Maybe we can do the quick.
Already when it's produced is firm already. Yes, so
okay.
The dryer just helps it to dry more.
Excellent. So what is next so that we quickly...
We have introduced the youths that were trained.
Yes.
And they give us testimonies of their training.
And they manage the time very well.
Yes, and then the women also.
Yes. I think at the end I'll just thank them and leave.
Yes. Then we have trained women twice, and we have trained youth twice. In the students that
Just to Your Highness, the urgency of the data which you are already producing, because the idea is that the data from all you are doing now needs to be feeding to the curriculum so that they are taught, because That's really what I'm trying to also put internally, and everyone is looking up to that. And once that curriculum now start getting taught, I know he's given some lectures. I was saying today he needs to be called professor now. Yes. And then another data from the dryer for cassava, and I was thinking if Azobo can start to show that they're drying their gari inside the dryer, that data is enough to say, okay, this dryer is helping save these losses that they are. And then it fits back again to the curriculum there. And now we have a dryer at the university to be training students. I think that then concludes the logic of climate action solutions or socio-economic solutions. They are health solutions from this briquette. And then we can now move ahead when I have that information internally, so that even if there is an evaluation, I can show practically that information comes. And then I was thinking that the university, and thanks again, is the best thing that ever happened that you connected that connection, because it's going to now be, which I was thinking was that by end of the year, it's not a big event, it will be good for the university to showcase how the teaching of the curriculum and the data that is coming out of this has helped inform the understanding of climate action as a solution and an entrepreneurial opportunity for students. And that information, they can then just invite people from Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Environment, the UN office here, the Ministry of Youth, so that they just come and they show how this is happening, so that it can be integrated into the different departments of the different ministries. That way, it will also mean that the university is convening to share knowledge on aspects that have happened within this climate. That was my thinking. Then this event in June, July 2023 will now really be to come now to be more at policy. It's more at policy, but also matching with the ground level. So it's like the culmination of this, and it can go now to any part of the world. I don't know whether that thinking is correct. Yes. Is it something that is, but you're already doing it? Because we already have data that the solar dryer can reduce cassava moisture content to 12% in about 3, 4, 5 hours. Yes, we already have the briquettes can burn for, they cook 2 times faster than the charcoal. You did that experiment. So we have all this. I think now it's more now, like you say, the new dimension that is something that I was not thinking, but it's now the best, linking the Forestry Research Institute to now this work, which then replenishes the forest, the trees that have been cut down, but also substituting the appetite for charcoal with a different substitute, but then replenishing those that have been cut.
Using this opportunity to welcome you to the Layuza farm. So over here, under the patronage of His Royal Highness, Structural Guidance from the Nepo Baposa, we have been doing our best to provide climate action solutions to solve immediate problems. We have been taking the climate change problem and turning it to opportunities. So today at the farm, we've been able to produce a solar dryer, which we are using to dry not just food products, but also the materials and also the briquette that is being produced from the materials. Like I said earlier, in the farm here we have been practicing a value addition process where products from the farm, every product from the farm, we don't see waste in it. We use every leftover from the farm to also, we add value to it to also use it to produce cook fuels like briquettes, which I'm holding here. And everyone you see here are youths and women that have been trained. We have impacted on practically this knowledge. We have trained them how to produce briquette, and they have seen firsthand what the solar dryer can do. So these are members of my team on overall that also were trained. And the good thing about the whole program is everything we have done here is produced here in Nasarawa in the Emirates, and no materials was actually went to source from outside. The knowledge to produce the briquette machine was here in Nasarawa. The fabricators and the innovative volunteers that were guided to produce these machines are here in Nasarawa. The briquette is being produced here in Nasarawa and being used here in Nasarawa. So this knowledge is not far-fetched. It's not something we go to the internet to search for. Whatever we are doing here is practical, and when you come to the farm, you see it. So the machines also are not imported. They are produced here in the Emirates by the same people you are seeing here, by the same youth that have been trained and guided here. So we are very grateful for this opportunity, and we see this as an opportunity for you to engage us, the young people, and engage the women, so we can all say how this has impacted on us and also get more advice and ways to move forward.
dole matanmu suna amfani da itatuwa, wasu kuma suna amfani da gawayi din nan kuma ko da ka ce kai ba za ka yi amfani da itace ba, gawayi shi ma daga itace ne, an kona itace ake yi. To kuma an gano ɓaɓɓalla itatuwan nan da sassare su da ake ta yi yana kawo matsala a ƙasa, inda iska ya mana ɓarna, har tankin ruwan nan ya kada shi. Ga wannan kuna ga
especially the thinking. Yeah, the imagination to use the water. Solve a lot of He told me that the name of the farm is Leuza, yeah. Wonderful. Okay.
So this is our solar dryer here at the farm. So we call it the Leuza Farm Solar Dryer Center.
Right.
Over here, like what they are doing there is they are mixing the starch and starch before they put it into the making machine. Right. But here in the dryer, we use the dryer.
Just to wash it. I know it's too hot.
Hey, please.
Here we dry the raw materials, and the raw materials, you can say this is cassava peel. We also get
so this is cassava peel, right? Yes, yes.
And the farm under the patronage of His Royal Highness, the practice value addition. So when the cassava comes,
yes. All this is the cassava peel.
Yes, we take the tuber to produce the cassava flour, which we also see. And then the peel, then value added return it to briquettes. From here we carbonize it with the barrels, just where the drum there.
So when you say carbonize, somebody what is that?
They go through a process we call pyrolysis.
Yeah.
Inside the drum, under low heat, under These are the carbonized materials. After being dried there, they are being carbonized because of pyrolysis in the drum. And this is the char we get of different products. We have the cassava peel, the corn meal, the rice stalk.
Yes.
And also recently we just got the machine that will bring palm kernel shell and we use the shell from the machine and then transform
okay.
So when we get this, we then grind it to the crusher, to crush it to smooth powder. So this is another one. With the manual crusher, we use it to crush it to smooth powder.
Do you have one which can be powered by energy?
Yes. The one they are using outside now is being powered by energy, but also we have the manual one.
Okay. Just to make sure many hands can do so many things.
So after being crushed to fine powder, it's then mixed over there. The machine is currently mixing it. That's a mixer. The one that's running.
Just go there.
Running now.
So that we.
breakable. Yes, so you define Katama flow, you define Katama where you want from. So nothing gets lost. That's why there is a value addition process. When it's being mixed here, it comes out in the shape of the like this. The compact can come out like this.